On the news tonight, state government says conflict resolution mechanism for cattle rearers and host communities still in force. Anambra Police Command bans personnel from unwanted sporadic shootings during the Yuletide. EFCC intercepts 2 men with over $2.8 million at Enugu Airport. And from the foreign scene, 6 rebels killed in India-administered Kashmir province. Good evening and welcome to ABS News. My name is Priska Wangpo. And now the details of the news. The state government has directed all traditional rulers and presidents general in communities hosting headers to ensure their subjects, especially the youth, are law-abiding and continue to embrace the government's mechanism for resolving crises between farmers and animal headers. In a statement signed by the Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Mr. C. Don Adinuba, he said the advice is a reaction to the attention of the state government drawn to the destruction of farmlands due to the influx of cattle headers into the state, as well as incessant attacks and killings of cattle belonging to local headers in 1 or 2 communities by hoodlums, which carries a burden of security implications. The statement therefore urges community leaders to uphold the state government's conflict resolution mechanism already in place by reporting all forms of farm destruction by cattle rearers made properly to the cattle menace committees for proper evaluation and adequate compensation. Traditional rulers are also advised to warn their youth and other subjects to desist from any form of attack and killings of cows and cautioned that no form of self-help will henceforth be tolerated and will be punished severely and immediately. The statement added that affected communities will be compelled to identify the culprits and show payments of market values of the cows killed as compensation for owners and culprits prosecuted. It further said the directive is central to the government's policy to make Anambra the safest and most peaceful state in Nigeria, while maintaining that this policy will further entrench the good relations between headers and their host communities in Anambra State, and also advance the social harmony narrative in the state. The third and special Christmas edition of the Anambra State Walk for Life has been held in Awka amidst vibes and high spirits. The over 10-kilometer walk took off from Amobia through Ekoka to refuel points at Amenyi, down to Finotel Junction, up to Government House, and came to a stop at Alex Ikweme Square and had participants across governments, sports, and social circles. Correspondent Daniel Ezigwe was part of the work and now completes the story.
The special Christmas walk, which was accompanied by high vibes from Gong Group, was tagged Turn Fat into Fit. On hand was the Anambra Traffic Management Agency, ATMA, to ensure absence of traffic glitches, as well as men of the Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra Ocha Brigade to ensure orderliness and adequate waste disposal. The chairman, Anambra Sports Development Commission, Chief Tony Oli, the organizer of the walk, said the program was in line with the health advocacy philosophy of Governor Willie Obiano and noted that the walk goes beyond health imperative.
Walk for Life is part of the products or part of the bouquet under the leisure, sports. We call it Walk for Life because, it involves, young, old, and, the aged. So we call it Walk for Life because it doesn't require too much, stress. All you need to do is to be walking, more of trekking. But in doing that, you will have covered a lot of mileage.
The president of Ohaneze Ndibo, Anambra State, Chief Damian Okeke Ogene, who also took part in the outing, spoke of the benefits to both the body and the mind.
You see, when you're doing it in a group like this, it helps to motivate others. It helps to motivate others. But if you are doing it alone, you may not go at this range. As you can see the distance, people are being motivated by others. And it's very encouraging.
Also involved in the exercise is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, Nze Uchenwora, who said the walk was a productive adventure that heralds a healthy body and mind fit Christmas season.
They say health is wise. It's in continuation of the message of His Excellency this Christmas. In as much as we are enjoying ourselves with families, we should also think about our health. So we thank the Anambra State Sports Development Commission, led by Chief Tony Oli, for putting this together.
70-year-old Chief Tony Nwazojie, the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Internally Generated Revenue, who also took part in the work, commended the state government for instituting the program, which he said has been of immense benefit to him. On her part, the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Health, Mrs. Kate Edozie, said even though the itinerary of the work had looked scary, the endpoint was fun and fulfilling. Mr. Chuks Emelife, an Anambra citizen from the diaspora, said he felt enriched by the outing, extending commendations to the organizers, especially for the timing.
Come home. This is the safest state in Nigeria, in Africa. Yes. Come and enjoy yourself. I mean, it's good. Yes. That's all. Peace.
Also part of the work were the member representing Onitsha South 2 constituency at the State House of Assembly, Mrs. Bivley Ibazu, Abga State Legal Advisor, Barrister Sly Ezokenwa, the Special Advisor to the Governor on Indigenous Medicine and Herbal Practice, Dr. Onyeka Ibezim, Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Special Duties, Mrs. Amaka Ezike, amongst other government functionaries. In Oka, Daniel Ezigwe, ABS News.
In order to enhance safe and secure environments for all in Anambra, especially during this festive period, and to ensure a peaceful Christmas and New Year's celebrations in the state, the Commissioner of Police, Garba Baba Umar, has directed all area commanders, divisional police officers, and other striking units in the state to intensify raids of black spots and criminal hideouts, sustain the ongoing stop and search and other tactical operation duties, including night patrols, to deny miscreants and criminal elements the opportunity to operate within the state throughout the festive season. The police commissioner further directed the Department of Operations to embark on statewide visiting rounds to observe levels of compliance, as well as strategies put in place by area commanders, divisional police officers, and unit heads in their areas of responsibilities. According to a statement released by the police public relations officer, Mr. Haruna Muhammad, all officers of the command are also placed on red alert at their respective duty posts and directed to respond promptly to any situation or distress from members of the public. The Commissioner of Police equally warned police personnel attached to very important personnel, VIPs, visiting the state during the Yuletide period to adhere strictly to the rules guiding use of firearms as contained in Force Order 237, and also refrain from unauthorized sporadic shootings, noting that any officer found violating such order would be dealt with in accordance with the laid-down procedure. He equally appreciated the cooperation of all in Anambra for availing the command with useful information that helps in promoting safety and security in the state, and assured the public of adequate protection, imploring them to report any suspicious person or movements to the nearest police station or call police emergency number 0703-919-4332 for prompt response. The palliative work has commenced at some service roads in different communities on the Oka South Council area to ensure zero potholes this Yuletide season for free movement of persons and vehicles. The transition chairman, Oka South Local Government Area, Mr. Leo Muba, and some councillors personally went to the field to ascertain the pace of work done within the local government. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata is our guide.
Some of the places visited were Akabo Village Mbuku, St. Peter's Avenue Amobia, Umono at Ngodo Village Nise, Abana Village Umuawolo, and Amabo Village Isiago, among others. On arrival, ABS observed that leveling of sand was ongoing. Speaking during the tour, Mr. Ngoba disclosed that the initiative is in compliance with Governor Willoughby's directives that all roads in the hinterlands will be made accessible and motorable within this festival season. He stressed that the tour was to ensure that the fund released to all the councillors within the 9 communities of Oka South is properly applied on road rehabilitation.
What we do is to complement the efforts of His Excellency, Abokwedike. So to us also, he gave directive that we make sure that the service roads inside the villages will be touched, preparatory to these Christmas festivities, because we are expecting our people to come back in mass. So that's why we have decided to make sure that all the roads are motorable.
The councillor representing Umuawolo Ward, Mr. Christopher OKAFOR, and Mr. Joseph Ejiofor representing Nise Ward 2, in their remarks said the palliative work will be completed soon to enhance smooth movement. In an interview, a passerby along Umuono in Ngodo village Nise, Mr. Sunday Okoye, who spoke to ABS off camera, commended Governor Obiano for his unrelented effort in making road infrastructure a top priority in his administration. In Oka, I am Emmanuel Shibata reporting for ABS News.
Governor Willie Obiano has been commended for his commitment towards grassroots development across the state. Speaking at the end of the year get-together organized for workers of Ihiala Local Government Council, the Transition Committee Chairman of the Council, Barrister Ifani Odumegu, said the governor's empowerment has enabled his administration to complete more projects beyond its initial targets. Paul Ezoke filed in this report.
Barrister Odumegu, who was presented with the award of Obata Ifade by the workers of the council, said the council is wearing a new look through the transformation of infrastructural facilities, including a new 11-room office accommodation with conveniences in every office to ensure conducive working environment, which is a model that will be extended to other structures in the council. He noted that the council will soon complete its new Gate House project and recreational park, while by next month the council would embark on expansion and upgrading of facilities at the Traditional Rulers Local Government Secretariat to give it befitting status. Barrister Odumegu expressed satisfaction that the reward and incentive scheme initiated by his administration is yielding the desired goals of boosting staff morale, increased productivity, and harmonious working relationship, noting that the get-together was to celebrate peace and progress in the council.
Issue is that they are saying, so I thank them very much.
In their separate remarks, the head of local government administration, Chinyere Nkanebe, and the treasurer, Mr. Samuobi, commended the chairman for giving workers a sense of belonging and ensuring judicious management of available resources to achieve much with little.
There were a lot of development. Is it our administrative block? Is it the new block, 11 room block he built for the workers? Or is it this hall? You can see our hall, air-conditioned hall. We are so happy.
With very little, and that is the philosophy of the governor of Anambra State, doing much with little. The little resources that came our way into the coffers of the government have been massively utilized for the benefit of the people.
The council chairman of Noge, Comrade Amaka Asewu, said Barrister Odumegu has brought visible development in the area. In their reactions, the traditional ruler of Amoka, Igwe Kenneth Obilionembe, and the traditional ruler of Iseke, Igwe Emmanuel Nabife, as well as their Obulisu's counterpart, Igwe John Ozulumba, said the chairman has done remarkably well, which is why they honored him with chieftaincy title recently. Also speaking, the first vice president, Ihiala Progressive Union, Comrade Eloka Igwe Mezie, and the vice president, Obulisu's Town Union, Mr. Kenneth Nnogaram, said the chairman has continued to carry all stakeholders along and extolled Governor Obiano for sustaining effective security in the states. From Ihiala, Paul Ezoke, ABS News.
And now we'll go for a commercial break, and when we come back, the news continues. Please stay tuned.
In Hite, Anambra State, for 3 days Prophetic and Miracle Conference 2019 to begin the year with Chris OKAFOR World Outreach Ministries Co-op and Greater Liberation City. Theme, Harvest of Supernatural Season 1. Venue, Greater Liberation City Ground after Community Secondary School, Ihiti, Orumba South, Local Government Area, Anambra State. Date, Wednesday 2nd to Friday 4th of January 2019. Time, 5 p.m. daily. Ministry, Dr. Chris OKAFOR, the Generational Prophet of God. Guest artist, Gozie Okeke, Chioma Jesus, Gabriel Peters, Amaka Joel, Samuel Otu, Prince Nwabogo. Come and start the year on a new dimension of the move of God. Jesus is Lord. For more inquiries, please call.
Season's greetings in Anambra. On behalf of Caring Family Enhancement Initiative, CAFE, I wish us all a Merry Christmas and prosperous New Year. Chief Dr. Mrs. Ebelechukwu Obiano, founder, CAFE, wife of the Governor of Anambra State. We're glad to have you back on the news. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Enugu Zonal Office has intercepted more than $2,800,000 United States dollars from two people suspected to be money launderers at Akano Ibiam International Airport, Enugu. The suspects, namely Augustine Iho and Emmanuel Ezekwe, allegedly working for a company, Bankers Warehouse, were nabbed based on intelligence reports. Upon their arrest, they were caught with consignment of two suitcases containing $1.4 million each, totaling $2.8 million at the departure lounge of the airport while about to board an Air evening flight to Lagos. During interrogation, the suspects confessed that they have been in the business of conveying cash for some notable banks for over 6 years and were in the process of doing same for an old generation bank PLC located at New Market, Onitsha, Anambra State, when they were caught. The suspects further confessed that they had so far carried out such assignments 4 times this year. They are presently giving useful information to operatives of the commission and will be charged to court soon. All ABGA candidates for the 2019 general elections in Anambra South Senatorial District have launched a formidable structure to ensure victory at the polls. The events, which feature the inauguration of local government area campaign coordinators in all the 7 local government areas under the district, was spearheaded by the ABGA candidate for Anambra South Senatorial District, Prince Nicholas Ukachukwu, represented by Chief Chukwuma Umoji. Correspondent Valentine Mbaduha was there for the ABS and brought back this report.
While speaking during the event, Prince Ukachukwu, who spoke through the APGA candidate for Agwata Federal Constituency, Mr. Chukwuma Umoji, assured of selfless service to the people if elected. He noted that the purpose of setting up the campaign coordinators was to make their structure more formidable ahead of the election. Prince Ukachukwu maintained that voting people of good mindset into power will help foster development in the state and the nation at large. In a remark, the ABGA state woman leader, Lady Chinyere Ibenta, called for massive support to all ABGA candidates during the election for a total transformation and restructuring of the Nigerian nation. Speaking also, the APGA candidate for Orumba North constituency, Mr. Emeka Afoka, while assuring of full commitment, noted that he will make a positive impact if given the mandate.
One family
The event featured oath of allegiance by the campaign coordinators. From Osumenyi in Nnewi South Local Government Area, Valentine Mbadoga reporting for ABS News.
The rich cultural heritage of the people of Omo in Ayamelum local government area was recently brought to fore as a traditional ruler of the community, Igwe Oranu Chidume, celebrated his maiden of Valor festival and 1-year coronation anniversary. The ceremony, which took place at the palace of Igwe Chidume, attracted top government functionaries, traditional rulers, captains of industry, the academia, friends, and well-wishers who came to felicitate with him. Amaka Chibuzo Okoye has the rest of the story.
The ceremony, which was also used by the people of the community to thank God for his mercies, especially for having a traditional ruler after over 20 years, got to its peak when the youths and women demonstrated Omo as Igulube, followed by the outing of Igwe Oranu with the Beze dance, acknowledging shares from the mammoth crowd. In an address, Igwe Oranu extolled the strategic position of Omo in agriculture and culture and asked the people to uphold the status. He called on the federal and state government to assist the community in road construction to facilitate the evacuation of farm produce.
All is well. Omo is at peace. We don't have any quarrel with any community. And my follow message to Ndi Omo is to continue to live in peace, continue to support His Excellency, the governor of the state. He has a lot of good plans, good projects for Anambra and Anambra in particular.
The head of service, Mr. Harry Udu, thanked God for using Igwe Oranu to transform the community, expressing optimism that he will use his wealth of experience in the industrial sector to develop the area.
The government is taking serious interest. It's part of the responsibilities of the Ministry of Culture and Diaspora Affairs. I'm sure the commissioner will have her people here. We are collating this. I'm sure she even has a program for end-of-year returns of many communities.
The member representing Ayamelum constituency in the State House of Assembly, Mr. Uche OKAFOR, said the community will witness more development, progress, peace, and unity as Igwe Oranu is very vibrant, energetic, thanking God for his mercies upon the community.
What we're doing today is a sort of commemoration to that accord between the Indiazana, the youth, the elders, both male and female, young and old, that agree that he's going to be the king. I'm not in doubt of what he's going to do, because before now, he's been a very great philanthropist, helping people. He has so many philanthropic organizations, so many church organizations. So I asked him not to relent on the good things or the good work he has been doing before now. Let him continue.
Some traditional rulers that attended the event, including Igwe Roland Odebo of Nteje, Igwe Honora Nguneli of Igbahu, and Igwe Alex Onyido of Ogidi, advised the people to understand the difference between culture and religion. There were conferment of awards to some deserving individuals, including the immediate past president of Pharmacists Council of Nigeria, Mr. Ahmed Yakasia, and chairman of Josam Mill Omo, Chief Oliver Okeke, who said that it is important to identify with the culture and tradition of other communities. Speaking to ABS, Messrs. Ikechukwu Onyabo and Francis Onwachi pledged their total support to Igwe Chidume, the traditional ruler of Nnewi, Igwe Kenneth Orizu III, and his Onitsha counterpart, Igwe Alfred Achebe, also attended the ceremony while masquerading, cultural displays, and other side attractions from Omo. This being Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS.
From the foreign scene, 6 rebels have been killed in a gunfight in Anambra village of Tral in the southern parts of Indian-administered Kashmir, and India continues to intensify its operations in the disputed region. Sawam Prakash Pani, the Kashmir police chief, told journalists that a search operation was launched in Tral this morning, in which 6 rebels were killed. Another official said that all 6 rebels were locals and belonged to Ansar-ul Ghazwatul Hind, an armed Kashmir-based group that claims to be an offshoot of Al-Qaeda. The official said that one of the rebels was the sub-commander of the group who was active in the southern Kashmir. Soon after the encounter, residents in Tral and adjoining areas took to streets to protest the killings. Authorities suspended mobile internet services across the districts, saying as all the slain rebels belong to the villages in southern Kashmir. The officials said that the train services have also been suspended for the day to avoid possible law and other problems. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any parts of the world by logging onto our website. It is www.absradiotv.com. You can also like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/ABS Radio Television. Do follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. And just before we go, a quick reminder of our top stories. State governments have said conflict resolution mechanism for cattle rearers and host communities are still in force. Anambra Police Command has banned personnel from unwanted sporadic shootings during the Yuletide. EFCC has intercepted 2 men with over $2.8 million at Enugu Airport. And from the foreign scene, we brought you the reports that 6 rebels have been killed in India-administered Kashmir province. And that's the end of the news as edited by David Obokwasili and the production team. My name is Priska Wonko. Many thanks for watching. Good evening.